So in this video today, we're going to install this Airaid MXP in my Nissan Titan. Get all the parts laid out, we're ready to go. I'll show you how to get that in there. Here behind's a little preview of a future video. Let's go in the truck. Let's get going. You may not know this, but Airaid, Spectre, and K&N are all the same company. The kits are completely different, but made by the same company. So one thing that's kind of cheesy is this here. We could have made a threaded Y into there. So we gotta thread our nipple in, attach this Y like this. Is kind of cheesy. I like the two ports on the Spectre better. This could have been extended with two ports. That would be nice. The other kind of cheesy thing, the sticker does not come installed. There's no label on that at all. Stickers in the instruction pack. So before we install our new intake, we have to take the OEM one out. And if you have an engine cover, that's what you're going to want to remove first. On the top, and there's two 10mm bolts on the bracket, and then just pull up and out. There's two grommets that it sits in. And for this, you're going to want to remove the engine cover bracket as well, which are these two bolts here. My engine cover bracket has been removed already. And you're going to want a nut driver for all the brackets. A 5/16 works, or the metric equivalent. So you can go ahead and loosen all of those. One here. The other stock one is here. Loosen that one. And while we're there, grab some needle nose pliers. And I forgot to mention that I have the negative terminal on the battery disconnected. So the battery is disconnected. I'm going to remove my MAF. This is a clip, push down, pull up, and you can take your needle nose pliers, pinch this and push it through like so. I leave the MAF in and transfer it at the end. Okay, next we can remove our breather hoses. Take some pliers, squeeze that clamp, slide it back, and there's one right here too. You're not going to see very well from that angle. Those will just pull off. You can use pliers to twist it if you have to first. They're usually not very hard. That done, next easiest step is to pull our intake tube out. That's more safe. Now we can move to our airbox lid. So undo the two clips and lift up your airbox lid, and you will see attached to the airbox lid is the diff breather right there. So same thing, you can use your needle nose pliers to squeeze that, and it should go through. Okay, now be careful with your MAF, keep it somewhere safe. The safest place for your MAF sensor is in the tube. So when your new tube is ready, installed, transfer your MAF over. Okay, now we're going to go up to the 10mm bolt at the top of your screen. Keep that somewhere safe. Now this is the fun part. There's two bolts with rubber grommets holding this on. Leave those bolts in for now. Grab your airbox with two hands, firmly just pull it up. It should pop. There you go. Rubber grommet here, rubber grommet here. So there's a little bit of pre-assembly before we can install this. We're going to take our filter adapter, install it on the inside of the airbox. Got three bolts that look like this. Those are 4mm Allen. Not too tight because it is in plastic. The two rubber grommets that I showed you need to be transferred into the bottom, so we got to get those in It's going to take a bunch of fiddling, but we'll get it. So we're able to get these pushed in, not too bad. You can use a tool. I suggest something not sharp to push them in. Screwdriver, you could cut it. And then have a look in the inside and make sure they're in all the way. Okay, what we didn't do was we didn't install the rubber grommet here out of the original airbox. It's got two pieces. So the rubber goes in, and then this goes in through the rubber from the bottom. So that's what our 10mm bolt is going to go in. It looks like that. So next we're going to push the airbox down into where the OEM one was. The two rubber grommets are going to go over the two bolts that are in there, that you left in there. That's a very tight fit. Well, we're going to go back and install the 10mm bolt in that corner. I assemble my Y pipe here with the piece of tubing, and then we're going to use these little push clamps. Two of those. Just snap together like that. Kind of like that. Apply your decal to the tube and thread your nipple in. Install your rubber hose connector here with the clamps loose. Make sure you leave the clamps facing up where you can reach them easily. And install your reducer here, the two clamps loose. Now we install our tube. Loosely fit it in here. Roll it down, push it in. Just make sure it's seated all the way around. Adjust your clamps to where you want them. Just be careful you don't rotate your tube down so it's touching the radiator shroud. You can accidentally rotate it too far. But we've got lots of clearance right now. We've got room for a radiator or a bigger throttle body with this one. Once it's where you want it, you can tighten these guys. We've got to reconnect our hoses. Use your pliers, slide your clamps back. Now our diff breather hose, let me move the camera so you can see it. So this is our diff breather hose. This was attached to the airbox lid. We're just going to zip tie it here to this MAF bracket to hold it up there just like that. Okay, it comes with a zip tie. So now this is where I'm going to transfer the MAF. There's two Phillips screws. Remove those two screws from here, take the MAF out. Those screws I'm going to screw back into this factory gearbox just to save them. The Airaid MXP comes with two new screws. We're going to use those, and they are an Allen. Here's our MAF. The hole goes towards the incoming air, and make sure this little rubber gasket comes with it. You don't want unmetered air in there. This is also a good time to clean it. This one is spotless. Slide it in. Grab the two Allen head screws. Well, the MAF on this tube is kind of an awkward spot. Probably would have been easier to put it in before I put the tube in. These new bolts are 3/32. Now reattach your MAF. Okay, now let's do our filter. Again, making sure you have the clamp in a good spot. And this filter is huge. Doesn't even want to go in there. It's so big. Alright, like that. Rotate our clamp a bit so we're going to be able to reach it. Everything seems solid. This kit also has the adapters so you can move your engine cover bracket out to make this fit if you are reusing your engine cover. I'm not going to do that because I'm not using my engine cover. So this is how we look. So I think it looks nice. You have all your clamps in the same orientation and lined up. Looks neater. Our airbox. Let's turn the truck on and see how it sounds. I forgot to do the weather strip, so we're gonna put this on. It goes away from the filter. I'm gonna start it right there at that corner. Right, go over it again, shut it down. Perfect. Everything all together and everything double checked, make sure everything's tight, go for a test drive, check for any check engine lights, and I think the sound is pretty much the same as the Spectre intake I had. It sounds good, no extra rattling or annoying high-pitched noises like I did have with an AFE intake on this truck. Overall, install is easy. Yeah, everything went well. So just make sure everything's tight and you're good to go. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more videos. I've got the V-pipes to install, up rev. Eventually headers, might not do that for a while, but I've got lots planned. So come back to the channel, like, subscribe, and think about becoming a member for special member perks. Click the join button and check out the information on that.